Hey, thanks for tuning in. In this video, we're going to talk about the culture of guiding one another. In Leviticus 19:17 and 19:18, it talks about how we are to love each other, love our neighbor as ourselves. It talks about how we are to not hate our brother in our heart. And it also talks about how we are supposed to cause to correct our companion. The thing is that in our culture and the way that most of us have been raised, a lot of times this is not actually perceived very well, is not received by people very well. A lot of times there is this meaning applied to it that, oh, this person is being immature, they're not being respectful of our differences, or they should just leave me alone and I'll leave them alone. The thing is that this indeed is a command. It's a command in the law. It is something that we are supposed to do. We should be causing to guide one another, causing to correct one another in the Torah, in guiding one another to follow after the commandments, because we all want to be following after the commandments, and we want the nation to be following after the commandments. Now, in some cases, it is indeed the case that people are correcting each other because they are on their high horse, so to speak, or because they want to get revenge because they feel humiliated. These are situations that I have witnessed as well. And so we need to be mindful of what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. Of course, the reason that we're doing it is because we want everyone to be following after the commands and because we want to be following the commands ourselves. And also, we need to be mindful of the attitude that we have in doing it. Because as it says, we are supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves. And so surely we need to be mindful of that attitude, that we need to be doing it out of love and out of consideration for them, out of concern because we want everyone to be on the right path. And also that applies to how we handle possible correction as well. There may be situations wherein we are in the wrong and we have not yet realized it. And so we should try to be open and receptive whenever people are bringing this to our attention, whether we agree with it or not, that we should at least be open to the fact that they are trying to follow the commands, because this indeed is a command. And they may not always present it in a way that's received well by us, just as we may not always present it in a way that is received well by others. And so we should try as much as we can to be mindful of this culture of the law, rather than being tied up with all of the meanings and implications that our culture puts upon this. Instead, let's recognize that this is a part of the law. This is a part of how the nation of Israel is to act. This is what God wants from us. And so we need to be mindful of guiding one another, this culture of guiding one another, and also being receptive whenever others are doing the same for us. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out my other videos about Torah and make sure that we stay in touch so we can continue this conversation. Thanks for watching. Remember the commands. Peace.